Okay, here I am getting ready to tear into my NSX. The evaporator core sits behind the radio, and to replace that you basically have to remove all the center console right here. Everything from there you got to remove. The glove box, you're gonna have to remove the seats, you have to remove the cluster, you got to lower the steering wheel all the way down. And I'm hoping that I don't run into any issues. This car has had the original radio replaced. That is the only thing that is not original in this vehicle. So I will we'll start on this. I'll have several different videos on how to do this. I'm going to be also replacing the compressor, and I'm going to be keeping this as a R12 system. That's the original, how it came from the factory, which personally I think that's the best refrigerant ever made by man. Alrighty, so I'm going to start first with the glove box over here. Okay, so a buddy of mine says I'm too anal, but this is just how I work. All the screws are going into bags with the name of where the screws come from. That way I don't forget, because there's going to be a lot of screws that I got to take a lot of parts. So first thing is I got to remove this guy down here. There's two screws. There's one about right here, one over here. So I can move that. Next one's over here. There's not much room to work underneath there. This is just hope things aren't stripped. So they did put an aftermarket radio in here and stuff, and I'm probably the 5th owner of this car, so haven't really torn into this thing. So, it'll be interesting. So let's see where this goes. Underneath here. Okay. Definitely attached to something there. Oh, there we go. Just metal clips. Alright, there it is. So that's out. And then I'll probably have to re-glue this. Alright, so that's that panel. Okay, back a second. So yeah, I guess I'm just a little bit too anal. I guess it comes from I'm not sure where I get it from, but by schooling, I'm an engineer, electrical engineer. But I did work in electronics as an electronics technician for about 6-7 years before I went off to get my engineering degree. And I don't know, I've just always been, I guess when I was trained as a technician, you know, they taught me, hey man, you got to replace all the little screws, make sure you don't lose any, because you know you're working with screws that were like real small, and if you missed one in the cassette mechanism, I just dated myself. And the cassette mechanism, then you ended up having issues. But anyway, so I have the owner's manual, and you can get, or I'm sorry, this is the shop manual, and you can pick it up online. If you have a 91 through 96, I believe, some guy put it up online on, if you just Google service manual for NSX 91 through 96 and PDF, and it'll come up. And it's pretty neat because it tells you how to take the car apart and all that stuff. So, and I've used it. I've done the timing belt on this car. Plus, I actually bought the 92 ones because this is a 92 NSX. So I had both to compare with, and what I figured out was that like the 92 service manuals left some things out that in the one that I got off the internet, the PDF that I got on, that's how I printed this. I would go to that section and there would be some other little steps that, I don't know, I guess maybe the engineers had forgot to put it in the 91 and 92 service manuals and stuff. So it was very interesting. So I just made copies of it, and so next thing I'm going to try and take this guy out, the glove compartment. And apparently to this it shows that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws that are going through from down here, I guess. And then there's 3 up at the top, and then there's a trunk lid opener that I got to disconnect and stuff, and then the whole thing should come out. So, all right, let's try it. So, let's see what will happen here. Oh yeah, here they are. You probably could use my drill with a. I just like to use things by hand here. So I should go bring my Milwaukee, see if it'll work. It'll be interesting. And there's one right here in the middle. Okay, there's one in the middle. Is there one? Yep, there's one in the middle, right? Oh God. Man. Okay, that's a different one. Alright, so that one, that's a metal. These other ones are machined. So 2. These are all machined, the ones that I'm pulling off right now. No, y'all. It's kind of hard for y'all to see them. Alright. Okay, so that comes off. Fairly easy. So these are machined screws that go here. When I mean machined, you can tell the difference between this one. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that is a machined screw as opposed to something like this. It's almost like a wooden. The threads and the way it's pointy is a lot more aggressive on the threads on this guy. So, all right. So that came off really easy. And I got the trusty old bag here. Alright, and I noticed that that's broken. Here. Yep, it's broken right there. I'll bring this back. Interesting. Alright, so I'm going to put that right here for now. And I believe there's 3 screws. There's one here. Get my light. It's hard for me to see that. Okie dokie. So, oh yeah, that's definitely like my head was killing me. All right, here we go. Right, that's not machined. So now I'll make a note. This short one compared to these three at the top. The short one, yeah, it's kind of hard to see it there, but the short one definitely went in the middle. Now make a note. Make a note of this. So now it's a matter of disconnecting these guys here. And disconnecting this guy right here. Okay, so yeah, this is broken. I may put some JB weld to hold that together. This one's definitely broken. I mean, it's, again, this car, 5 owners, who knows. But I'll definitely try and fix this. Okay. Alright, so let me turn off the light. Actually, let me put the light here. And let me get the camera. So, that is looking at the glove box. And definitely I need to get all the way in here. That's where the evaporator core is, and I got to remove all this stuff in here. It's going to be a treat. Alright, see you in a bit.